organizers say 5 million people at 2,000 events came out to protest President Trump and his administration's policies on Saturday. You probably saw these yourself wherever you live this weekend. The No Kings protests follow more than a week of unrest in Los Angeles over immigration raids. NewsNation's Xavier Walton is in L.A. for us this morning. And Xavier, federal troops and police don't expect these demonstrations to stop anytime soon.
No, they don't, Markie. Good morning to you. Good morning to everyone at home. You know what? Tension still remains high for the most part here in downtown L.A. as those sweeping ICE raids, they do continue. But it is early. I can't lie. At the moment, things are very, very calm. You can still see law enforcement outside of that federal detention center just behind me. But when you look at this video from over the weekend, officials still expect more protests to continue. But obviously, when you see this video, it's going to be on a much smaller scale. In part, you know, the weather could play a factor. It's going to be a lot hotter, right? A little bit warmer here in Southern California. So they believe that might keep protesters off the streets, so to speak. But still, when you talk to law enforcement, they believe they are ready, staying ready in the event that some of these protests, some of these demonstrations could potentially turn violent. They did for a short time this weekend. Agitators were seen throwing rocks, concrete at police, even shooting commercial-grade fireworks at them as well. Here's how the community is feeling right now.
We want ICE out of LA, we want the military out of LA, and we want LAPD to stop collaborating with ICE. We got too many people here that contribute to the community.
All right, but outside of a DHS office near Seattle, officers in riot gear used tear gas, flashbangs, pepper balls. No arrests there or injuries reported either. Then you go to Portland. Police declared a riot at a protest outside of an ICE facility there. At least 3 people were arrested at this site over the weekend. Then in Salt Lake City, a 39-year-old man was shot and killed during a No Kings protest. A 24-year-old charged with his murder, though he did not shoot the man. A peacekeeping team says they saw him take out a rifle and they opened fire on him, hitting him, and that innocent bystander who later died after he was transported to the hospital. But this is a sharp contrast to the hundreds of other No Kings protests that were peaceful for the most part over the weekend. Meantime, President Trump posting on Truth Social late last night, encouraging ICE officers and thanking them for delivering the single largest mass deportation program in history, saying in part, quote, "We must expand efforts to detain and deport illegal aliens in America's largest cities such as LA, Chicago, and New York." Meantime, looking ahead, tomorrow there's a federal hearing to determine if the president or California's Governor Gavin Newsom will control the California National Guard, which was and has been, remember, Markie, mobilized by the White House, something California Governor Gavin Newsom certainly does object. So we'll be watching and waiting and seeing what happens with that tomorrow in court.
Yeah, that fight continuing this week. All right, Xavier, live in Los Angeles. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.